Hey everyone, GrimmChorizo here, and welcome back to Ringside Predictions, where I give you my predictions for the upcoming pay-per-view, and this time it's Extreme Rules. So I think that Extreme Rules has actually done a pretty good job building up the matches. A lot of them are coming off of rematches from Payback, which makes sense, but there are a few new matchups coming out of it, so let's go ahead and start with my predictions. On the pre-show, it's Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. It's a rematch from last pay-per-view. This time it is a no disqualification match. I was really excited when Baron was called up. I haven't exactly liked what he's been doing over the past few weeks. The feud with Ziggler hasn't really gone anywhere, so my prediction is Baron Corbin gets the win he should have got at the last pay-per-view and defeats Dolph Ziggler. Kalisto versus Rusev for the United States Championship. As far as I know, it is actually on the main card, thank God, because the United States Championship has been moved to the pre-show for the past, I believe, 3 pay-per-views, which is just not okay. So I'm very excited that they're treating Rusev as a monster again. Since the League of Nations broke up, he's actually been paired back up with Lana. She's kind of like how she used to be, but Rusev has just kind of been an unstoppable brute like he should be, and he's going back for the title that he won in 2014, the United States Championship. And my prediction is that Rusev takes back that title. Kalisto has had a reign. I wouldn't say it's a good one, but it's not really his fault. It's just the booking. He's been in matches with Ryback over and over again, which just kind of got old, even though the matches were okay. There was no real storyline. But I think Kalisto will, he'll always go down in history as a U.S. champ, and he might hold it again, but I think that this reign is coming to an end at the hands of the Bulgarian brute Rusev. The Usos versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a tornado tag match. Pretty cool to see a tornado tag match. I can't recall the last time that there's been one, so that should be kind of cool, but I'm just not into the Usos at all. I don't really like how they've used Gallows and Anderson thus far. They've lost more than I would have liked them to, and they've been fighting with the Usos and Reigns just non-stop every week. They've fought like nobody else, so I don't see why I'm supposed to be excited about this match. I am going to say that Gallows and Anderson get the win. I really hope they need it. They're the new guys. The Usos are boring and don't do anything for me, so I'm going to predict that Gallows and Anderson get the win. The New Day defending the WWE Tag Team titles against the Vaudevillians. They built this matchup really good and especially built up the Vaudevillians as a credible threat. Basically every week the Vaudevillians have gotten the upper hand on the New Day, which is good. They need to look strong. They've got a gimmick that a lot of people didn't think could work, and WWE's done a good job of making them look strong even though they have this gimmick, which I love the gimmick. I think it totally works, and it's, new and fresh. And I really like what they've done with the Vaudevillains. I think that the Vaudevillains will become the WWE Tag Team Champions, just not at Extreme Rules. I think New Day is going to retain, and this might go on one more pay-per-view, and Vaudevillains might win it there. But with the way that Vaudevillains have been getting the upper hand all up in this feud, I just don't think that they're going to end up getting the win. Charlotte versus Natalya for the Women's Championship in a submission match, and Ric Flair is banned from ringside, and if Ric Flair comes down to ringside, Charlotte will automatically lose the championship. Last month I predicted Natalya to win the title. I was wrong. They did a stupid Montreal Screwjob rehash. It was really awful. This time, it's a submission match. Ric Flair can't be there. It's an even playing ground between Natalya and Charlotte, so either Charlotte's going to have to win on her own and clean, basically. I don't think they can have her keep cheating. She needs to just, if she's going to win, they need to have her just win it clean. Or have Natalya just win it. And my prediction, I might be a fool here, but I'm going to go ahead and predict one more time that Natalya will win the Women's Championship. I guess we're just going to have to see, but maybe I've just got hope. But I like Charlotte. I think she's been a great champ, but I just think Natalya deserves it. Even if it's a short range, just give her the title. Fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz versus Cesaro versus Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I wasn't exactly thrilled that they were, combining these two things into one at first, because it felt like it was taking a lot of the focus off Cesaro and was putting it all on Owens and Sami Zayn, which is fine because, they're great. But the more and more I think about it, the fact that they were integrated into this Intercontinental title scene was a good move. It makes the Intercontinental title seem more important, and it holds off another Owens and Zayn singles match. By having them in these multi-man matches like they did at WrestleMania, like they're doing here, and like I think they'll do next month, it prolongs the feud, which is good. This match, I think Cesaro is going to walk out the Intercontinental Champion, because I think The Miz is basically a transitional champion. That's basically how he's always been with the Intercontinental title, is it more of a transitional champ. He doesn't hold it for very long. So I think he got it as a way to pass it to Cesaro, which he will do at Extreme Rules. I certainly hope so. Cesaro, I think, needs the title, and he would do great things for it, and it would do great things for him. Miz, doesn't really need it. He's got a good thing going with Maurice, and he's a top heel. He can feud with Cesaro for the title still, but Owens and Zayn definitely don't need it, in my opinion. I wouldn't be mad if one of them won, but I think that the two of them are going to move on at Money in the Bank and be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I don't think that either one really needs the Intercontinental title there, where you could have Cesaro win it, him and Miz have a rematch at Money in the Bank, Owens and Zayn both in the Intercontinental title, Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank. So that's what I'm thinking. Cesaro walks out Intercontinental Champion. Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose in an Asylum match. Honestly, I don't really know what an Asylum match is. It's like a cage match, and they got stuff at the top, like a straitjacket and a fire extinguisher and a plant. But I don't really know. Apparently there's no escape. I guess those are supposed to block you from escaping, or maybe you go up there and grab the weapon. Maybe you're supposed to put them in a straitjacket. I don't really know the rules. Honestly, it's probably one of those things that they're working out up until the last minute. But it's at least a new match, so good on WWE for doing that. I think that Chris Jericho is going to win this match. Dean Ambrose really should win the match. He's the younger star who, has this bright future, and Jericho, has done so much in his time, and he's one to put people over. But I feel like the reason he's going to win is I think WWE is going to use Jericho as the next opponent and challenger for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, so I think they're going to give him this win so that he can challenge for the title at the next pay-per-view, and I'll talk more about that later. And the main event, Roman Reigns defending the WWE World Heavyweight title against AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match. This story has actually been pretty cool. You've gotten to see sides of AJ and Roman that are more of shades of gray, not one good guy, not one bad guy. They're both doing these things. They're just trying to beat the hell out of each other, and it's all over the title and, family and friends, like AJ Styles and his friends Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and Roman and his family, the Usos. Basically, it's just been a war, and it's been a little repetitive, but it's been telling a good story. AJ isn't a bad guy, but he really wants that title, and he's got some friends who aren't the best people, and Roman is just, he wants to be the champ, but he doesn't want his family getting hurt and stuff like this, I guess. So either way, I think that the feud is going to culminate here. Unfortunately, I think Roman Reigns is going to retain the title again. And then, I don't know where AJ goes after that, but I think Roman will retain and go on to feud with Chris Jericho as his next challenger. So, that's my prediction. I think the match should be good. It'd be sweet if AJ won, but I don't think Reigns is losing that anytime soon. So my prediction is Roman Reigns wins and retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So those are my predictions for Extreme Rules. Hopefully it turns out to be a good show. Honestly, Payback I had a lot of expectations for, and it didn't live up to it. So I'm not going in with huge expectations for this and hoping that it will blow me away. But next month is Money in the Bank, so be sure to come back for my predictions for that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.